Hi everyone, this is a quick recording on how to do some advanced mail merge with the open source version of Office. It's called LibreOffice. It has quite a few nice functions which I think we can use to help automate your day. So the scenario is that we have a list of people that we'd like to send unique PDFs to, and we'd like to email those PDFs out to those people. So we want to start off by creating a spreadsheet of all the people, their email addresses, and maybe some of the custom messages that we would include in the document template. To do that, what we're going to do is pop across to our laptop screen to show you what's inside of there. So today we'll be doing mail merge. And inside of here I've got a spreadsheet which is in the open document format and a Word template which is in the open document format. To open those two there, what I'm going to do is I'm going to open up the OpenOffice Calc program, which is the same as Excel, just in the OpenOffice version. And that's what that looks like. And now what we're going to do is we're just going to go and open the template that I've done already. But anything similar to this will be great. What you need is a bunch of column names at the top there which tell you what your field names are. Remember, don't leave a space inside of them. Put an underscore anywhere that you need a space. There can't be any spaces in the field names across the top. One of the columns must have the email addresses in it. You can have a gender column. It's got a function for that. And then you can have anything else you need, any other comments, etc., or custom text that you need inside of there. One of the nifty things to have is to have something like a display name field, so that you can have kind of a combination of name and surname to have a unique file name for all of these things if you need to save them. So because we might want to save these to a list of files that we want to work with later, you might want to just make sure that you've got a unique set of stuff that's inside of here. So that's how this whole thing operates. We can save that and we can close it. So we're done with that. Now what we need is a document template that we can work with inside of there. What we're going to do with that is we're going to again open up the LibreOffice version of Word, which is called Writer. I'll pop that in there, and we're just going to go and open up the template that I've got. This is really just to speed up things a little bit, but there's a couple of things you need to set up beforehand. The easiest way to get this thing up and running is to go to Tools, and you'll see that there's a thing called the Mail Merge Wizard over here. If you've got the Mail Merge toolbar up and running, you'll see it's over here, and then you'll have the Mail Merge Wizard button over there. As soon as you click the button, it'll start the wizard. It says, how do you want to start? Now, if you've already got your document set up, you can say, I'd like to use the current document. And then it says, what would you like to do? I'm going to do the email message side in this one. And then when you have to select your address list, I've already added the database here, but what we can do is you can remove it, and we can add our database again so you can see how it's done. If we go down to my mail merge directory and we choose the spreadsheet, it's then going to go and grab that lot. It notices my sheet one's inside of there, and it says, great, I've got all that data. Next, you can put a custom citation in the template, so we don't need it over here as well. And we're going to go finish. So now it's realizing what you want to do inside of the space. To make life a little bit easier to drop your fields in, we're going to go change our view to include the data source. Now that we've got the data source up here, you're able to actually take things like the display name and drag and drop them into your template. And wherever you drag and drop that field name into there, it's going to do the substitution for each of the rows that are inside of here. So there we go. We've set up a little template here. We're basically ready to rock and roll. And there's two things you can do. One of them is to print the documents. Probably the easiest way to do this is you go to File, you go to Print, and immediately it says to you, this document contains address fields. When you say yes, you then get this little window here that says, great, what would you like to do with it? File is the most powerful option because you get to choose single document or multiple documents. You can then say, great, please save this under display name, stick it in a particular directory, and you can choose the output type, and you can say, great, I want them all as PDFs. When you say OK, it's going to run off, print all the PDFs, and save them in that directory for you. We've done this once already, but if we pop back to our file system, you'll see the output. We did it once with the short names, and now we've done it once with the long names. So we have 8 of those files inside of there. Now if you want to send this out as email, there's a couple of things we need to do. One of them is that under Tools Options, we need to have configured the LibreWriter mail merge email address. So here you have to put in a valid email sending set of credentials. IT can help you with that. That's not really a problem. And then when you're ready, the email button is over there. Send email messages. When you click on send email messages, you can say which of the fields is the email address. Put a subject in here saying test too many, and you can then choose here how you want the message to go. So it's either in HTML, it's going to put it in the email, but we can attach it as a PDF to it, and we can change this to whatever we want to call the attachment as well. So we can rename the attachment, and then when you hit send documents, it's going to do the mail merge, create the documents, do all the substitutions, and log into the mail server and send them all for you. Now if you're doing this from a data source, from an application, then what we can do is we can create a view on the database for you. We can link it to the database, and then that way around you don't even have to create the Excel spreadsheet or go and alter it every time the back-end system is updated. So if you have an HR system or some other system that keeps track of all the people and their email addresses, we can link it directly to that or a subset of that, and you can then click a button and have it automatically mail your department, sub-department, etc. That is that. So I hope that helps, and I hope this will get you through any of those tricky automations that have been taking a long time for you to do previously.